The milk in your fridge, the soup in your pantry, and the juice in your child's lunch are all controlled by a single, secretive family. You just don't know it yet. A company so obscure that most people have never heard its name sits behind 85% of the planet's liquid cartons. Every single day, 500 million of their packages are used worldwide. But this empire of everyday items has a dark, complex, and deeply controversial story. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the family that built a global monopoly from a simple cardboard box. Their corporate name is synonymous with packaging, but the rousing dynasty has mastered the art of staying out of the spotlight. They have amassed a fortune so vast that they employ intricate structures, foundations in Liechtenstein, holding companies in the Netherlands, to shield their wealth and decisions from public view. This obsession with privacy has roots in both personal tragedy and shrewd financial maneuvering. The family famously relocated to England to escape Sweden's crushing tax rates, a move that cemented their strategy of invisible influence. Yet, despite their best efforts, scandals have erupted, shattering the pristine corporate image. Vast wealth can build walls, but it cannot stop the chaos that unfolds behind them. Stories of addiction, a high-profile death left undiscovered for weeks, and criminal negligence charges have all dragged the private family into the harsh public eye. This stark contrast between flawless commercial success and profound personal turmoil is the true, untold story of their dynasty. It all began with an observation. In the 1920s, a Swedish student named Ruben Rausing studied in America and witnessed the rise of self-service stores. He saw people packing their own goods and asked a revolutionary question: what if the food came pre-packed? He returned to Sweden with a vision for industrial packaging, a gamble at the time. Partnering with a man named Erik Åkerlund, he founded Scandinavia's first specialized packaging factory. Their focus was relentless efficiency, faster machines, cheaper materials, which became a lifeline for businesses during the Great Depression. The real explosive growth, however, came from his son, Hans. He championed the development of the iconic, space-saving brick Carton. But the family's most unlikely break came from behind the Iron Curtain. In the depths of the Cold War, the Soviet Union had a massive problem: food spoiled before it could reach its vast population. They saw the Swedish Carton as a solution. Suddenly, this capitalist packaging firm was operating deep inside the USSR, setting up dairy plants and even converting military factories. It was an unprecedented partnership that gave the family unexpected geopolitical sway and solved a critical issue for a superpower. For decades, the business was a united family endeavor. But in the 1990s, a seismic split occurred. One brother bought out the other's stake in what was then Europe's largest ever private buyout. One branch retained control of the corporate empire, steering it with disciplined, steady hands. The other branch took the monumental fortune and retreated into a life of philanthropy and luxury in the UK. This division created a dangerous gap between those who built and those who merely inherited. And in that gap, trouble festered. Freed from business duties, the next generation lived in a bubble of extreme privilege. This culminated in a devastating scandal where a family member's wife died from a drug overdose, her body undiscovered in their home for an astonishing length of time. The ensuing court case revealed a world where immense wealth had created a paralyzing disconnect from reality. In response, the family has massively amplified its philanthropic efforts, donating hundreds of millions to charities focused on human rights and the environment. Almost as if to scrub their public image. Yet, this generosity clashes with the core criticism of their legacy, the environmental cost of their empire. They market their cartons as a green, recyclable choice. But the truth is far messier. Most recycling systems cannot process their complex, multi-layered materials. The reality is that a staggering percentage of this eco-friendly packaging ends up in landfills, contributing to a global waste crisis they helped create. Beyond the environment, their overwhelming market dominance, that 85% share, has repeatedly drawn the wrath of regulators. In China, after a lengthy investigation, the company was hit with a massive fine for abusing its monopoly power to crush competitors and bully suppliers. It was a clear signal that the tactics that built their global dominance would not be tolerated everywhere. From a simple idea in a Swedish kitchen to a €12 billion empire, the rousing family changed how the world eats. They built a logistical miracle that feeds billions. But their story is a permanent contradiction. They are architects of both global convenience and hidden, monumental waste. It is a legacy of brilliant innovation shadowed by personal tragedy, environmental harm, and the corrupting influence of absolute market control. If this deep dive into the secrets behind your everyday life intrigued you, please show your support by liking this video. It genuinely helps Winds of Thought bring you more content that uncovers the hidden forces shaping our world. What other everyday item has a story you think we should investigate? Let me know in the comments below.